This has been a huge year for TVs at CES, in some cases quite literally. In the past, we've seen some evolution on some existing technology. Other times it's a bunch of buzzwords that leave us really cold when the rubber hits the road, but this year we saw some real innovation. So with that in mind, here are the best TVs we saw at CES 2019. Let's start with the most intriguing, the one you just saw behind me, LG 65-inch 4K OLED Type R. The R stands for roll-up, or as we like to call it, ROLED. The TV emerges from a long rectangular box like a phoenix from the ashes, and when you're done watching, it rolls right back down out of sight. It can also be minimized into what LG calls line view to deliver different kinds of content. There's integrated speakers, but LG is supporting WiSA this year, which means wireless surround sound is now possible in a whole new way. From the most remarkable to the biggest TV here, this is Samsung's 219-inch The Wall. It's a micro LED TV, which means there's no backlight. It's emissive like OLED, but unlike OLED, it uses only red, green, and blue pixels, so not only can it deliver true black levels, but it's incredibly bright and colorful. This is a modular system too, so the idea is that you can assemble it in any size or shape you want. But as conventional TV sizes go, Samsung went and surprised us with a 75-inch variant, which could be a TV you could own one day. Back to the LG booth. This is the stunning 88-inch 8K OLED. It's not just big, it's luscious. The picture is deep, rich, and intoxicating. For best picture quality at the show, this is it for us. It's also important to point out that LG, like all the big manufacturers, is supporting Apple AirPlay too. So you can now play your iTunes movies, TV shows, and music through the TV using your iOS device or Mac. Next up is Samsung's 98-inch 8K QLED TV. Not only is it big, but it's super well designed, both from an aesthetic standpoint, but also the user experience. From Samsung's no-gap wall mount to its automatic source detection to the One Connect box and the One Connect cable, this TV is just a bigger version of the 8K awesome we've come to expect from Samsung. Count on Samsung's AI upscaling system to make any content you watch from any source look great at 8K resolution. Also, Samsung TVs are the only ones to actually get the iTunes app on their TVs this year. Sony also has a 98-inch 8K LED TV, and it's a looker. The feather in Sony's cap is its X1 Ultimate processor, which does an incredible job at not just upscaling, but cleaning up an image. Those banding artifacts you get with streaming content, which, let's face it, is mostly what we watch, looks smooth as silk on this TV, and that's critical at this size. Sony makes a few other 8K models this year, but it's hard to deny this 98-incher is the most cinematic-looking TV we've seen at the show. Now over to TCL, which is poised to blow up even bigger in 2019. It's got a 75-inch 8K TV too, but the difference here is that it's a Roku TV and that it will come in far less expensive than its competition. With TCL producing an 8K TV at this size, it's likely far more people will be able to take the step up in resolution if they want to. It doesn't hurt that the TV supports Dolby Vision, HDR10, and HLG types of high dynamic range content directly from the Roku platform, making it one of the most user-friendly TVs on our list. Next, we take a visit to Vizio, where we check out the P-Series Quantum X. This is their flagship for 2019. Now, it's not 8K. It does come in 75-inch and 65-inch variants only, and it doesn't support HDMI 2.1 like most of the other 2019 TVs that we looked at. However, Vizio has never produced a TV with this aggressive kind of picture quality before. With this TV, Vizio is officially going head-to-head with the likes of Samsung, LG, and Sony. It's a huge step forward for them. And finally, we visit Hisense, where we saw two outstanding TVs. One, the UH9 here, brings top-tier performance down to an incredibly low price point. A 75-inch 8K Quantum Dot TV with 2200 nits of peak brightness and over 1,000 zones of local dimming. The TV will come out in June at $3,500. Now let that sink in for a second. Unless TCL undercuts Hisense, that could be the most affordable 75-inch 8K TV on the market. Now for something a little different. Hisense's Chroma 3-laser RGB laser TV. Now, as you can see, it's an ultra short throw projector that can do a 100-inch image with less than 7 inches from the wall. And because it has a TV tuner, it's technically a TV. The RGB laser system is something we've never seen before under hundreds of thousands of dollars, which makes this sucker a game changer. With RGB lasers, it can do true white and more colors than you can actually see, leaving no color on the table. We can't wait to get this this thing in for review. That's a lot, huh? Like I said, it was a big year for TVs at CES 2019, and that's just the best ones. Those are our top picks. There's a lot more here, and we're going to be reviewing most of them throughout the year at Digital Trends. So be sure to visit Digital Trends for the most insightful reviews and the best daily tech news.